welcome to Delta Blues Mondays. This is lick 26, and this week I am looking at Kind-Hearted Woman Blues by Robert Johnson. If you haven't checked out this song, please go and check out. I will put up a link on the info bit down there. It's a cool tune. It's got one of those sort of falling down bass lines. That's what I like to kind of think of it as. Where you just basically keep the same chord, but the bass kind of note keeps falling down, and that kind of gives this sense of suspense. So yeah, I thought I'd just look at the intro, as it's such a cool little thing. It kind of moves between the dominant 7, the diminished 7, the minor 6. It's got some lovely chord voicings in there. If you're going to play along to the record, put a capo on the 2nd fret. So essentially he's playing in B, but when we're going to learn it, we're going to do it without the capo, just so we can talk a bit more clearly about the chords and fingering and stuff like that. So we're essentially going to be playing an A. So this is essentially an A blues, and we're going to start off with this shape. So this is a sort of what I would think of as a D7 shape, but then you move it up to the 7th position, so you basically have your first finger pretending to be the D in that D7, essentially the nut, playing the 7th fret of the D string. That is the note A, and then you have your 3rd finger on the 9th fret, G string, that is E. 2nd finger is on the 8th fret, B string, that's G, and the little pinky's up on the 9th fret, E string, which is C sharp, and that creates an A7 chord. And this begins our intro essentially. So we're just going to play 4 quavers, swung quavers. So we're going 1 and 2 and. Now he doesn't play all 4 at once. He tends to kind of tickle the strings a little bit. So you might have a strong beginning, so all 4 strings, and then it kind of gets lighter as the 4 quavers comes across. So you go 1 and 2 and. Yeah? Now if you take that shape and then you just shift everything apart from your first finger down a fret. So you now got 7, 8, 7, 8 on the D, G, B and E strings. That will play essentially an A diminished. And again he's going to do the same rhythm. So it's 1 and 2 and, but on the very last and of well, it'll be 4 because it's actually in 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'll be 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and. He's going to move that shape, the top 3 strings, the G string, the B string, and E string, down another semitone. But you're going to keep your 7th fret on the D string. So you're going to have to move your fingers around here. So we've got the diminished, A diminished, and we're going to go to a D minor 6 with an A in the bass. So what I'm doing is I'm shifting my 1st and my 2nd finger around. Can you see that? So all of the chords are A7. So that's 7, 9, 8, 9. And then we're going to go to A diminished, which would be 7, 8, 7, 8. And then we're going to go to D minor 6 with an A in a bass, which is 7, 7, 6, 7. And the rhythm is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's when you catch the top 3 strings and shift that down on a semitone. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then on the very last beat of the bar, which is essentially we're doing a bar of 6, we're going to do a triplet, and we're going to play that D minor 6. He's going to play all the strings, and then in a triplet theme. So it would be what would it be? 5 and a 6. Yeah, 5 and a 6. And on the and of 6, we're going to catch the 2nd fret of the G string. So the whole thing sounds like this: 3, 4. Oh, hello. 7th fret. 3, 4. so. Yeah. Does that make sense? So that's the first bar. It's a bar of 6. The next bar is essentially this walking bass line. So we're going to start off with an A chord. So it's essentially bar, the 2nd fret, and then put your little pinky out on the 5th fret, E string. We're going to do a big strum, essentially, or a big pluck, all 4 or 5 strings. And then we're going to catch that E string again. So it would be 1 and on the 2 and, we're moving that 3rd finger across to the D string, 5th fret, and catching that on the 2 and. So 1 and 2 and we're going to do a triplet. We're going to move that 3rd finger down again, 3 and so we're going to catch the start of the 3 and the of 3. So 3 and on that D string. So we can go 1 and 2 and 3 and And then we're going to go down to the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret, just once. And then we're going to do an A7 chord. So the 2nd finger's going to move from the 2nd fret D string to the 2nd fret E string. And you're going to catch that G on the 3rd fret E string. You're going to do like a little hammer-on pull-off onto the 3rd fret. And then you're going to resolve to an open E7 chord. So that's 2nd finger on A string, 2nd fret. Open D string, 1st finger on the 1st fret G string, and then little pinky on the 3rd fret D string. That's an E7 chord. So that's yeah. So that last bar sounds like this. You got an A chord, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And that last bit is essentially the top string is played on the 1 and then you're just gonna play the bass at the same time, and then catch that E string on the upstroke again. Like so. So we got 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And then you're beginning the song. Yeah? So the whole thing sounds like this. 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yeah? So you just practice that nice and slowly with the record. I mean, if you are, you stick the capo on the 2nd fret. Remembering to move everything up by 2 frets. Oh no, that was the wrong rhythm. 3, 4. And again. Like so, and that's it. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. Please tick the bell if you want to get notifications for every time I upload a video. And most of all, just have fun, guys. Cheers. Thanks for watching.